The Los Angeles Dodgers continued their homestand with a thrilling 6-3 victory over the San Diego Padres, a game that featured a mix of intense moments and solid baseball that kept fans on the edge of their seats. One of the most talked about moments came during a pivotal fourth inning, when a heated stare-down unfolded between Dodgers outfielder Andy Pages and Padres pitcher Dylan Cease, capturing the tension and emotion that can erupt in a closely contested game. The Dodgers had been searching for a breakthrough and finally found it when Max Muncy stepped up to the plate and delivered a clutch two-run single that put Los Angeles ahead for the first time in the game. That hit was a momentum changer, setting the tone for what would be a decisive inning for the home team. However, the intensity of that moment quickly escalated when Andy Pages, who had been showing great energy and hustle throughout the game, was hit on the left arm by a blazing fastball clocked at nearly 98 miles per hour. The velocity and placement of the pitch made it impossible for Pages to ignore what had just happened. Pages didn't hesitate to react, immediately turning toward Cease with a mix of disbelief and anger, gesturing in the pitcher's direction as if to question the intent behind the pitch. The exchange between the two players sparked a near-bench clearing incident, as tempers flared and players on both sides prepared to rush onto the field. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and the situation was diffused quickly, allowing the game to resume without further incident. The drama, however, was far from over in that inning. Despite the brushback, Pages maintained his focus and eventually circled the bases to score a run, contributing to a 5-run rally that would put the Dodgers firmly in control of the game. That inning became a defining moment for Los Angeles, not just because of the runs scored, but due to the emotional roller coaster that players and fans experienced. After the dust settled and the game ended, Pages shared his perspective on the hit by pitch, revealing that he believed the pitch was intentional. He explained that the Padres likely thought he was relaying signs from second base after doubling in the third inning, a move that may have irritated the opposition. Pages spoke candidly about the situation in Spanish, describing how strange it was to him that Cease would miss a slider in the strike zone, but then hit him with a fastball on the inside part of the plate. That inconsistency made Pages suspicious that the pitch wasn't accidental. Still, Pages was the first to admit that he let his emotions get the best of him. He acknowledged that his reaction was probably an overreaction fueled by adrenaline and the heat of the moment. He also made an effort to communicate this to Cease afterward, trying to explain that sometimes things aren't as clear as they appear during the heat of a game. That kind of honesty and sportsmanship adds another layer to the story, showing how intense rivalries can flare but also cool off with mutual understanding. On the other hand, Dylan Cease had been pitching effectively until that moment, cruising through the early innings with control and command. It makes sense, then, why some would doubt that Cease would purposely throw at a batter, especially when the Padres were only trailing by a single run. The idea that Cease would willingly put another runner on base, especially with the heart of the Dodgers lineup coming up, seems counterproductive from a strategic standpoint. Pages' frustration was understandable given the speed and location of the pitch that struck him, but it appears the incident was more about emotion than intention. Fortunately, both teams managed to move past the confrontation relatively quickly, preventing the situation from escalating further. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts also weighed in on the situation, expressing skepticism about any malicious intent behind the pitch. He acknowledged how tough it feels to get hit by a fastball near the triple digits, but believed that Pages' reaction was more about frustration than any real attempt to retaliate or send a message. Roberts' calm perspective helped ease tensions and highlighted how the dynamics of the game often include moments of raw emotion that don't necessarily reflect deeper conflict. It's part of what makes baseball so compelling: the constant interplay between competitive fire and the need to maintain professionalism on the field. That fourth inning, with all its drama, turned out to be a critical turning point in the game, energizing the Dodgers and ultimately helping them secure a key win in their homestand. The blend of skill, strategy, and emotional intensity displayed by both teams reminded everyone watching why baseball is such a beloved sport, full of moments that can shift momentum in an instant and create lasting memories for players and fans alike. As the Dodgers continue their campaign, moments like these will serve as a reminder of the fine line players walk between competitive edge and respect for their opponents. Whether the hit by pitch was truly intentional or just an unfortunate part of the game's physical nature, it added an extra layer of intrigue and excitement to an already gripping matchup. The rivalry between the Dodgers and Padres remains fierce, with each game bringing new challenges and stories that captivate the baseball world. The game's intensity only grew after that fourth inning, as both teams fought hard to gain an advantage in a matchup that had all the ingredients of a classic National League rivalry. The Padres, despite trailing, showed resilience and determination, refusing to let the momentum slip entirely away. Their offense tried to respond quickly, knowing that every run counted in a game where the Dodgers' powerful lineup was poised to strike again at any moment. But the Dodgers' pitching staff, energized by the offensive outburst and the emotional spark ignited earlier, managed to hold the Padres at bay, using a mix of sharp breaking balls and well-placed fastballs to keep hitters guessing and off balance. Meanwhile, the energy in the Dodgers' dugout was electric. Players fed off each other's enthusiasm as the crowd roared with every successful play, each hit, and every defensive stop. Moments like these define baseball at its best, when the tension is palpable, and every pitch could swing the game in one team's favor or the other's. The fact that this rivalry had already seen a confrontation between Pages and Cease only added fuel to the fire. It wasn't just a battle of skill but also one of wills, where mental toughness and the ability to stay composed under pressure were just as crucial as physical ability throughout the game. And Pages emerged as a key figure not only because of his at-bat that led to the controversial hit by pitch, but also for his aggressive base running and smart situational hitting. Pages demonstrated why he is considered one of the rising stars in the Dodgers organization, showing a combination of speed, power, and baseball IQ that made him a constant threat on the base paths. His ability to turn a seemingly tense moment into a scoring opportunity exemplified the competitive spirit that coaches and fans admire. On the mound, Dylan Cease found himself under a microscope after the hit-by-pitch incident, with questions swirling around whether his actions were a deliberate message to the Dodgers or simply a product of trying to regain control in a high-pressure situation. Cease's pitching style, characterized by a powerful fastball paired with a sharp slider, has made him a formidable opponent for any lineup. But the dynamics of facing a team as deep and talented as the Dodgers can test even the most confident pitchers. His composure after the incident, however, suggested that he was focused on the game rather than distractions, doing his best to limit damage and keep the Padres within striking distance. The broader implications of this matchup went beyond just the scoreboard. Games like this, especially between division rivals, carry extra weight in the standings and in team morale. The Dodgers, by coming out on top, reinforced their status as one of the contenders to watch, while the Padres were reminded of the fine margins that separate victory from defeat in Major League Baseball. Both teams left the field knowing that every game in this stretch would be critical for playoff positioning and for building momentum in what promises to be a fiercely competitive season. As the innings progressed, the Dodgers' defense also played a crucial role in maintaining their lead. Key plays in the field helped shut down Padres' rallies and prevented the opposition from gaining any foothold. The chemistry and communication among Dodgers players were evident, with quick decisions and sharp reactions turning potential hits into outs. Defense, often overlooked by casual fans, proved to be just as important as the offense and pitching in this tightly contested game. For the Padres, the lesson was clear. Even when playing at home and facing an opponent they are familiar with, every pitch and every at-bat matters. The incident with Pages and Cease served as a reminder of how emotions can run high, and how managing those emotions is part of the challenge. While they showed moments of brilliance, the Padres will undoubtedly look back at this game as one where opportunities slipped through their fingers and where maintaining composure in key moments could have made a difference. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers around Major League Baseball are heating up as rumors swirl about the Los Angeles Dodgers potentially making a significant move to bolster their infield defense. Sources suggest that Ryan McMahon, known for his versatile defensive skills and steady presence on the field, could be the latest addition to the Dodgers roster, specifically aimed at strengthening the middle infield positions. The Dodgers, a team always in pursuit of championship glory, have been closely monitoring their defensive setup this season. While their lineup boasts explosive offensive talent, whispers indicate that management is eager to tighten up the defense in the crucial middle infield area, where quick reflexes and reliability are paramount. Ryan McMahon's name has emerged as a possible solution, sparking excitement among fans and analysts alike. MCMAHON, a player with experience in multiple infield roles, has shown over the years an impressive ability to adapt and deliver consistent defensive performances. His potential arrival could mean a shift in the Dodgers' infield dynamics, offering greater flexibility for the coaching staff and a boost in defensive stability. Sources close to the situation hint that the Dodgers are in active discussions, weighing the pros and cons of bringing McMahon into their fold. The buzz doesn't stop at defense alone. McMahon's offensive contributions could add depth to an already formidable Dodgers lineup. Known for his solid bat and the ability to drive in crucial runs, he might just be the missing piece that complements the Dodgers' aggressive scoring approach. This combination of defensive prowess and offensive potential makes him an intriguing candidate for the Dodgers as they eye a deep postseason run, while nothing has been officially confirmed. Insiders suggest that this possible signing reflects the Dodgers' ongoing commitment to staying competitive at the highest level. In a league where every edge counts, adding a player like McMahon could be a strategic masterstroke. Fans are watching closely, eagerly awaiting news that could signal a new chapter for the Dodgers' infield and their championship ambitions. As the offseason progresses, more details are expected to emerge about this potential acquisition. Will Ryan McMahon don the iconic Dodgers uniform and step onto the field in Los Angeles? The buzz is strong, and if these rumors hold true, the Dodgers might have found a key defensive reinforcement to solidify their middle infield and enhance their quest for baseball glory. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.